What is up going? What is up going? Jesus Christ. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I will be showing you how I got $0 trading the NASDAQ. I low-key have been slacking when it comes to posting these because I'm a bum and I haven't been doing these. So now we're going to be doing them again on break-evens, losses, and wins. Hopefully we can continue doing this. I really like doing these because it first helps me journal, and then psychology-wise, just helps me get going, helps me figure out what I'm doing wrong. But let's get into the day today. Day started off of this 5-minute weird wick candle. We had an SMT at these lows, as you can see right here. And what I wanted to see on the high time frame was for us to either continue lower, tap equilibrium of this entire gap, which would have been right here, right above here, and then continue higher to sweep out London, Asian, and then New York PM session highs, or for us to sweep those highs first and then continue lower. What actually happened though was we just swept this sell side liquidity right here, and then we kind of chopped for about 30 minutes, and then we expanded outwards, targeting a 15-minute unfilled gap right here. So after we expanded to this 15-minute gap, I went and down to the lower time frame, and I honestly wanted to get a quick scalp short to a unfilled 5-minute gap to balance out this range, because as you can see, this was the high right here. If we just mark out this range, 5-minute gap was definitely in this area of being tapped. My original plan was going to be this 5-minute unfilled gap, but I was just like, there's with how price has been acting, there's just no way that that's going to happen. So scaling down to the 1 minute, on the 1 minute chart, we created an SMT at these highs. I would also like to add that while the other reason why I was looking for shorts is because ES tapped this hourly bearish gap. This was the candle right here when the trade was happening live. We were tapping into this gap and we were rejecting pretty heavily off of it. So I was thinking, hey, shorts could be the option. And then I also got this SMT right here. One thing that I would like to point out to you guys that I was super skeptical about on this short trade were these 15-minute equal highs right before. Oh, never mind. I thought there was an hourly gap right there. But either way, these are 15-minute highs. It is a really strong draw. So I knew that this trade was going to just be a very quick scalp trade. But what I didn't realize is that price action was just really not good for a trade today at all. So I de-risked on this trade. I risked about half position, about $400. There was a 1 minute fair value gap that presented itself right here. As you can see, closes right there. That is where I entered. And with stops being at these highs, and then again, my full TP was at, where did it go? Hello. Full TP at this unfilled 5-minute. So what happened was, got my entry, came back up a bit, didn't break past this high, huge bearish leg down, and then that's when I moved stops to break even basically. What I could have done, as you will see, is that after this candle closes down, I was like break even, because like I don't want to risk. It was super choppy anyway, and I was just like, yeah, let's just close. Let's just keep it at break even and see what happens. I get wicked out by about 1 point here. Let me see if I can mark it out. By 3 ticks, less than a point. I get wicked out by 3 ticks, and then we continue lower to equilibrium of this 5-minute gap, and then we chop up higher, and then we continue to chop a little bit higher. What I could have done is, instead of moving stops to break even, I could have moved stops to this high right here, which honestly could have helped me out to, secure a $400 day win, but I did not, because that's just not how I would take this trade. Either way, like in hindsight, if I did know that price was going to come back up after wicking down like this, I mean, not wicking down, closing strongly down like this, then maybe I would have had stops above this high. But because it did not, I wasn't going to risk it. Had my stops at break even, so this was a 0 risk on trade. And unfortunately, I did get wicked out before continuing lower, right? something to improve upon, but honestly, I'm not even really mad about that. Because again, I was just playing it safe, and that's better than, losing a trade. So for the rest of the day, as you can see, we just slowly chop, chop, chop. We do not take out this high, but we take out a lot of sell side liquidity. Let's see if on the 15-minute I can actually show you what is there. Yeah, we have Asian session, we had London session at these two equal highs, which was again that strong draw on the 15-minute, those two 15-minute equal highs. This random, honestly, super weird, like bearish candle close above. It's super weird. And then we had, I'm pulling on a daily for value gap. Hello, are we being for real? And then we have New York PM and New York AM right here. That could be some extra draws for later. But yeah, pretty midday today, especially with price action. Let's go back to the 1 minute and just see how terrible like PA was. Just a whole bunch of wicks. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I got out at break even rather than losing a trade, because today I could have easily lost money just off of something foolish, right? So glad I didn't lose any money. But besides that, yeah, just really not a good day to trade. Tomorrow, hopefully we will have some type of, better PA, because, oh, never mind. We have no news tomorrow. We have some, but it's not really red folder news. But, we have this guy talking all the time, so maybe that'll pump the markets. But yeah, for tomorrow, the draw again is just going to be seeing some type of lower resistance liquidity, some sell side getting swept before we continue higher. And if Asian session presents a good, if we respect this hourly and Asian session presents a reversal, I honestly might take a trade to New York AM and New York PM highs, because that'll just be a great setup. But yeah, besides that, again, mid-ass day, break even, didn't lose any money. But yeah, I love and appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all the next trade that I take. Peace out.